state. The sign says Florida behind me. I've got these palm tree things which I've never seen before, and the wind is blowing like there's a hurricane offshore. But so I made it to Florida. I'm here safely so far. I'm actually a little ahead of schedule. I think I've got like 4.5 hours of driving left. So I'm well past the halfway mark. I managed to drive all the way through Georgia without stopping or opening my car door. I think I didn't even breathe any Georgia air as I was passing through, because we just had a trial that we watched in Georgia and it didn't end well according to me. So I figured it would just better be safe for me just not to stop at all. So I made it. Welcome. Jennifer KH, welcome. Good to see you. Lot Cali Girl, thanks for checking in. Hello everybody. We're making it slowly. Look, the sign says I made it. So we've got a ways to go before Sarasota. But I'll be there before long ways. So I'll be there before this evening. So I might get to catch the sunset over the Gulf, and then after that, go where? I'm gonna go to Jacksonville and hang on 10. And then
it's worth the 60 miles to get to 75.
It's worth the 60 miles. All right. Thanks. All right. Thank you very much. Some locals are giving some driving advice, saying make sure you take 10 at Jacksonville. So I feel like Florida wants me here. Honestly, I went into the little rest stop. What do they have there? They've got a lady who just serves fresh Florida orange juice and grapefruit juice. She just serves it up in cups and it's free. It's like this will draw you in. This will make you want to stay. So it was. It's a lot of fun. Saw some crazy things on the way down. Some funny things. I tell you about the Buc-ee's. My first experience with Buc-ee's was in South Carolina. Wow. Let me just say wow. Buc-ee's, they have their own traffic control system. I mean, I didn't see any stoplights or anything, but they did have they have their own road signs and turn here and navigation and speed limits all within their parking lot. That was pretty cool. I filled up with gas there, as you saw in the last live. Then I went in the store and I got lost for a little bit, but now I'm the proud owner of a buffalo skull decorated like a Christmas tree, which is cool. I figured I had to buy it because I couldn't find my way out. And also, while I was wandering the hallways that lead to the bathroom wing, I think I bought some fine art. So they had pictures and everything on the walls. And now I know I've told my mods this, and they said don't share this publicly, but I think my spirit animal is now Bucky the Beaver. So I'm a Buc-ee's fan now. That was incredible. And PETA, I'm probably on PETA's permanent blacklist because I've just walked into a store that sells that much meat. But it was crazy. Okay, it's a lot of fun. I've got another Buc-ee's coming up that we'll check out. I think that's my next place to stop. I need to stop for gas one more time before Sarasota. I think I've spent $50 in gas if I do the math together from when I filled up the car first. It's got down here, which is pretty good. But I probably could do a little better if I drove the car in comfort mode instead of sport mode, which I'm loving, by the way. Anyway, it's great. So, did you get Buc-ee shirts? No, I didn't buy you anything, guys. I didn't buy you anything at all. I'm just focused on getting to Sarasota before the sun goes down. Gonna meet up with Dr. Joe. I'm gonna crash, probably talk. If I can get there early, I can talk to him for a while. But if I get there too late, we're playing hide and seek in the background. Ready or not, here I come. If I get there early enough, we can talk about some stuff and catch up a little bit. And I think we might be able to do that. Man, it is so windy here. Get an inflatable Buc-ee, get seafood. Don't say crash. Driving an Audi must be nice. I tell you, I've never ever had a car this nice in my life. And the only reason we have the Audi is because every other car they tried to put me in, from the cheapest one I reserved all the way up, I sat and my head hit the ceiling and I could not fit. And so I had to take the cheapest car I could fit where my head didn't hit the ceiling. And they gave me a deal on it, so because they felt bad at me for being too tall. So it was a good deal. All right. Lap Cali Girl, please tell Bug Dugger not to touch me. Children, behave. It's usually not this windy out. Tall people problems, lots of caffeine. I only had two small plastic bottles of Mountain Dew. I brought 12, thinking that I would need it, but really, the drive has been so nice that it feels like I've driven for maybe 2 hours, even though my watch says it's been, let's see, it's been 7. So it's a long trip. I've got a few more hours left. I think 4 or 5 hours left. 4 hours. Let's say that. As long as there's no traffic problems, I will be there. Am I alone? Yes, Barbara. It's just me. We couldn't swing bring in Mrs. RA or the kids. I know I had one child who desperately wanted to come, and what is this? Is this normal? By the way, see this behind me? See that semi pulling a boat? It's like there are huge boats being shipped everywhere in this state. Like every other semi has a huge, massive boat on it. Anyway, there's a felony stop happening across the highway over there. That's probably our next case. It's happening over here, I think. See that? Where is it? It's behind the trees. Anyway, that's our next case, so keep an eye out for that one. And I'm gonna get back in the car and drive again until we get to Buc-ee's. I'll fill up at Buc-ee's. Might check in, might not, just because I'm trying to save some time as much as I can. The boats take 2 lanes. Yep. All right, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for making this possible. I'm so super excited. I stayed up late last night testing all the gear. Got some extra pieces in place just in case, some fail safes, in case something goes wrong during the stream, so that it won't cancel everything and make everyone have to find the new one. Anyway, I'm super excited. Charge your phone. It's 100%. It's 100%. I've been plugged it in the whole time. So, see anything else to like the purple shirt? I'm in shorts and a t-shirt because I was convinced Florida is like always summer, right? That's what I heard. It's always summer in Florida, unless there's a hurricane. And so I'm dressed for the weather, assuming the weather gets better than it is. Let me tell you what else I saw on the side of the road before I cut off here. We had wild pigs, like little herds of wild pigs just rooting up the side of the road all over. It's like there's 20 more pigs just running along next to the freeway. Never seen that before. It's my first time I've ever seen a wild pig. I also saw a huge semi pulled off on the side of the road with cones all around it and like the front tipped up. And as I approached, it was orange, and I thought that must be like the Gatorade truck, right? No, but I pulled up next to it, and along the side it said reliable transport on the side. So I think they're going to add semi to that word and make it semi-reliable transport. Anyway, I'm going to hop back in the car. We're going to drive a little bit more. I could not do anything on the phone in Georgia because in Georgia it's against the law to have the phone in your hand while you're driving. And I don't want to break the law because we know what happens to people that break the law in Georgia. So anyway, we're in Florida. We'll be to Sarasota before you know it. Lots of pigs. Thank you all. I know I missed some chats in there. I appreciate all of you. It looks like uncivil laws here. Can we all agree to call RA Florida man? Well, yeah, I can answer the burner phone if anyone needs to reach out to me. I can do that. Let's see. Do we have anybody else? Trying to scroll back through the messages. They're tiny. But anyway, it's very windy. I apologize. I could get in the car, but anyway, I'd have to be able to unlock it. Where are my keys? Well, guys, bad news. No, just kidding. I found them. They're right here. There we go. Let's jump in. Oh wow! I left the menagerie outside. It's and here we are. So this is me. All the gear's back there. At least it should be. My family's been tracking all my devices on the Find My Phone thing. So I've got an Apple AirPlay. I've got two Apple laptops, my iPhone, my iWatch. I think that's it. And they're tracking it, and apparently they're like in different spots along the route. So as long as they arrive at the end, we can get there. But okay, let's continue. As a guest, I don't like telling anything. The wind was loud. I'm sorry, it was so bad. I fit in the car. Look at this. But my other car, it was like this. My head was like resting on top of this, and if I hit a bump, it would be like just compress my spine. So his audio's good even on his phone. It's not fair. Kurt, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was blessed with this. Your audio sounds great, by the way, Kurt. The changes you made with the new mic and everything, it's been incredible. Keep both hands on the wheel. My car keeps telling me to do that. I've actually figured if you use your, no, I shouldn't confess to this. I'll tell you later after the statute of limitations runs out. How about that? How tall am I? I'm 6'2". So, but tall people issues, right? All right, I'm gonna get back on the road and drive, and I'm telling you, it's been a amazing trip so far. Not scenic, okay? There really has not been a lot to see. It's flat, and we've got trees. The trees have changed. I watched them go from like the pines we have in North Carolina to sort of the longleaf pines they have in South Carolina. Now I've got palm trees. It's just been like that's been the biggest change. And obviously when I jumped out of the car here, the birds make different noises. These are different birds than what I'm used to. The squawks and chirps and stuff are different, but they poop on you just the same, apparently. Huh. I have to find a car wash to wash that off. But we'll get there, and I'll update you when you get there. And my kids are home right now. Homeschool Ground Zero, thank you very much. Doing an amazing job at home, keeping the kids happy. Let me just say, I've worked from home for the past 5 years. Like, I've been home every day, all the time. Never had to go into work for the past 5 years, and it's been an incredible blessing. I know that a lot of people don't have that luxury. I didn't realize till last night when it was time to tell the kids, hey, I'm gonna go, I'll be gone first thing in the morning. What a big thing that was for them. So to my little RAs who, it was very emotional for me to go, and it was emotional for me to leave them even for 2 days. This is a big thing for them. You guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being nice for mom. We will see you. I'll probably call you, maybe FaceTime you when we get down there. But I miss you terribly as well. And let's see, Southern Girl, what time is court? It starts at 8:30 in the morning. They just changed the courtroom yesterday. So hopefully that doesn't mess up all the plans they had for where I'm going to be set up, but we'll roll with it. I'm going to get in there at 8 o'clock. That's when they open the doors. There will be protests outside. I might go live outside just from my phone while we're waiting, but I've got to get a bunch of gear in a duffel bag into the courthouse, which might have to go through security and get everything unpacked and repacked again. That's going to be a little bizarre. But it starts at 8:30, goes for 4 hours. And so we'll basically be plugging in and putting a live stream on. We will be going live to the Top Mark Media channel. If you don't know what the Top Mark Media channel is, it's not this channel. It's my other channel. The reason I'm doing that is because there are other people who have asked and have reached out to me and said, hey, I'd like to use that feed, that stream, if that's allowed. And of course it is. So they're going to be using that stream, and if I use my own stream, if I'm able to, which I may be able to, fingers crossed, I may be able to also live stream and commentate from the courtroom next door. So I'll be watching over the camera and possibly listening on Zoom at the same time. So if the camera doesn't catch it, I might catch it on Zoom, and then be able to commentate as well, if they'll let me. So we'll have to wait and see if that will work. But that's how it goes. So I'm going to be live streaming. It will just be what we call a clean feed. Just the camera and audio. It will be one camera, and just whatever audio it can capture. I've already talked with the cameraman who's going to be there. Hopefully it's good, but we're going to be there and listening. I'll be hopefully watching on Zoom. I think, Jules, I need you to send me the Zoom link on this one, or Amber, if you can send me the Zoom feed information. I need to be on that as well while I'm down there. Other than that, it's good. So, Top Mark Media. Thank you very much, Sharon, for sharing the Top Mark Media page. That's where it's going to be live streamed on. If I can live stream and commentate as well, I've got the gear with me. I brought like a stripped down version of my studio. So I've got a little camera. I've got a little video switcher, so I can do a little picture-in-picture. It's not going to look the same. I don't have all my intros and fancy stuff. I don't have the sound effects. I won't have the commands working, but I will at least be able to be on if everything works. Fingers crossed for that. That's going to be like the bonus, if I could get extra credit on this, that's what it would be. So, all right. What time does court start tomorrow? It starts at 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to be rushing from 8 o'clock, the moment I get in, to get into the court, to the media room, get my stuff set up, and gain access. And fingers crossed on that one. So, Dr. C and Runkle are doing it live also. Yes, I'm going to be I'm going to be with Dr. C sort of when that goes on a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Oh, we're good. We're good. Where can we find the Zoom link? CVC, I hesitate to give the Zoom link out publicly just because there are going to be very limited spots for it. By limited, I say like 500. And we have more than that just on this feed. And if more than 500 people try to connect and I have to connect to get the audio, I might not be able to get the audio to give it to all the people who can't connect. Don't wear purple for Maya. That's why I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing it today. And I don't believe Maya's going to be there. This is just the lawyers. And maybe even some of the lawyers are going to be over Zoom as well. So I don't have, I don't think I'm meeting with any of the family. I haven't heard of any of them even being there for this. So that's not in the plans. Hoof-hearted, great to see you here. Welcome. That's all. I need to drive again because I'm losing time. So let's fire it up and I have to foot on brake, then push the button. Loading, connecting, initializing. Okay, I've got all sorts of buttons. I've got this big screen to manage everything. AC's turned on. All right. Oh, the chair warmers.
I thought it was.
The chair warmer